Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Paper and Moose. Today there will be 2 videos for the price of one, or 2 videos in one. It is flea market day and it is also mail day. So I'm going to the flea market, seeing what treasures I can find, hopefully something good. And then I will be opening up just a few pieces of viewer mail since I have so many. Thank you again to all who sent. It is much appreciated. So let's get to the flea market first and see if we can find any treasures to buy. So cute. All galvanized stuff.
Yeah. Wow. What do you have for the engine? $40. We're on eBay for anywhere between 75 and 150. Is it new? Yep. I never played with. These are new. Never played with. I can tell. You look at the wheels. This was ran once.
So how was the flea market? It was all right. It is the 4th of July weekend, so I think because of that, the vendor turnout was low. Some of the normal vendors that usually are there weren't. There was almost one whole row that was completely empty. So not that good for buying, but I did find one thing. I was walking past the seller's booth and he yelled out, "Hey, you buy paper." So if he is watching, I'm guessing maybe he has seen my channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for calling me over to your booth. He brought out some of the photographs, scrapbooks and things like that he had, and I purchased a bundle. One photo that I added to the pile was this, because I like the image. It is of a little girl with like a giant chocolate Easter bunny. And then in the back, you can, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's like a banner or a painting on a wall where it's Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. So I thought that was cute. And she has some sad little stuffed animals in the back as well. But what I purchased from him was this bundle, and I first saw this pamphlet. It's the Shoshone Dam, which now I guess technically is the Buffalo Bill Dam. As you're going through Cody to Yellowstone on the eastern entrance, you go through this, which you probably saw in my first video from Yellowstone. I'm going through a tunnel. That tunnel eventually, I think the dam is before that. But so I saw this and I'm like, oh, I've been through here. And then I saw this envelope, photographs of Yellowstone Park, which I was just in Yellowstone. See, it didn't want me to leave. It sent me these things. And so it is a bundle of photos that go over the dam, but then there's also some images from Yellowstone too. Let me see if I can find the one. This one I love. I'll probably frame this. So this is the Old Faithful Inn. You can see there's a glare. This says 1932 trip west they wrote on here. So these are from the 30s. So the landscape of, I wish I would have had this when I went to Old Faithful. The landscape is somewhat different now. You know, there's a parking area over here. I'm sure the seating kind of looks the same, the length, but definitely different. Let me see what other ones. So here's Yellowstone Lake. Angel Terrace, which I did not get to. That's one of the features at Yellowstone. So here you see, this is Lakeshore Drive, Cody Road to Yellowstone. So this is pretty much the same road that you drive today when you go from Cody, Wyoming to Yellowstone. These would have been fun to match up. I'll just have to save it for a future trip. Let me see. So yeah, here's more of the dam. Trying to see if there's any of more of Yellowstone. I didn't look through all of these. Some of them are stuck together. A whole bunch are stuck together actually. That's all right. So here's one. This is Hyman Terrace, Yellowstone Park. Again, another thermal feature. This one, I wasn't able to get it on tape. This is, oh, this is different. This is the Lone Star Geyser. Thought there was one of the Castle Geyser. Here it is, Castle Geyser. So this I actually did see erupt when I was at Yellowstone. The predicting of this isn't, I mean, it's still somewhat accurate, but it could be anywhere between, you know, this hour and this hour. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay 10 more minutes. If it doesn't erupt by then, I'm gonna start walking. I only lasted 5 minutes, then I started walking, and of course, you know, 5 minutes later, it erupts, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I was excited to find these photos. These will stay in my personal collection, and then hopefully, I don't want to say if, when I make it back to Yellowstone, I'll be able to take these and match it up and see the differences. So, not a bad day at the flea market, but I didn't come home with a car full, which might be a good thing. So, but anyway, let's get on to the mail. I only have 3 packages. I wanted to get some done because you all are so gracious enough to send me mail, and I'm sure when I go back to the post office this week, because I've been gone, I'm probably going to need like a shopping cart to take everything. So thank you to all who have sent items. This is from Gretchen in Denton, Texas. Hey lady, thought you might like this little guy. I fell in love with him when I saw him. I have one in my car window. I love your show and enjoy your picking. Thanks for sharing, Gretchen. Wonder what it is. Oh, it's a little moose. A Christmas moose. Thank you, Gretchen. He is cute. I will add him to my collection. Unfortunately, I did not see any moose when I was out in Wyoming. I even ventured to like the Tetons, didn't see any moose there. Ventured to another part of Montana, didn't see any moose there. So I guess I'm just gonna have to stick with the moose that you all send me in the mail until I actually see one. So thank you, Gretchen. This is from Barbara in Whiting, New Jersey. Hello, fellow New Jerseyan. Oh, I see Wyoming on it. So let's see. That's cute. Little bird. Oh my goodness. So Gretchen, I'm sorry, this is over a month I'm opening your mail. Barbara and Gretchen, they're both since June. Again, I apologize. Renee, I enjoy watching the YouTube videos from Taco Stacks. He recommended your paper and moose site. Yes, big thank you to Taco Stacks for everyone he has sent my way. I'm enclosing for you some memorabilia I recently found. My community has an informal take and return, or not, library for books, magazines, and other assorted printed material. These old items were in the discard pile, and I immediately thought of sending them to you. Watching a preview, Open the Mail episode you filmed, I noted that we have a few things in common. I once lived in Toms River. I'm very familiar with Toms River. For many years, I frequently drove east over the Seaside Bridge, yes, to go down the shore to visit the beaches and Island Beach State Park there. Also west into the New Jersey Pinelands in search of birds. Also south to Cape May and the coastal salt marshes. And I know someone who lived in Bloomsbury where, as I'm sure you know, the Hot Air Balloon Festival takes place. Barbara. Yes, I've been to the Hot Air Balloon Festival. I'm very familiar with the bridge that goes over Seaside. I used to go to Seaside Park pretty much every weekend for a couple summers. I love Surf Taco down there. I just love walking the boards and looking for seashells. Cape May, I have been to twice, probably within the past maybe 10 years. I did do the New Jersey Lighthouse Challenge, which is great. I recommend it to anyone that lives in New Jersey. It's a great way to see lighthouses and just have a really fun weekend in the fall. Ooh, those birds are loud tonight. The crow's not there though. Pinelands, I'm familiar with them. I went to grad school down in that area. I've never seen the Jersey Devil though. So, and Bloomsbury, of course, the Hot Air Balloon Festival, and also where I have you send my mail. So thank you, Barbara. It's amazing what ends up in the discard pile, I tell you. Come on. So we have Wyoming Wildlife, 1964. This is a fishing issue. Mr. Game and Fish. Let me flip it over this way. There's letters. A man and his fish. This is fun. I'm gonna have to read this. Ooh, wet fly fishing. Oh, that's neat. It's all the different types of flies that you can use. That'd actually probably come in handy just to know in general. Flaming Gorge, New Rainbow Bonanza. Definitely neat. I wish I would have put more of these in the discard pile. And here's Wyoming Wildlife. Mr. Chiselteeth. That's cute. These are fun. This is our land. Land of the pronghorn deer, land of the bighorn. Chiseled and pitted by wind and rain. The Wyoming landscape, that was probably my favorite part, was just driving through. Like the one time I spent 2.5 hours driving down to the Grand Tetons. And I loved it. This is pretty neat. I will have to go through. So you want to hunt in Wyoming. That's a Scottishman hunting. So neat. I will definitely have to take a closer look at these. I will add these to my collection. They will actually go perfectly with what I found today at the flea market. So thank you again, Barbara. And keep an eye out on that discard pile for more. And the next item is from Tupper Lake, New York. I want to say Tupperware. I don't think there's a place called Tupperware. Let me see. There's a letter. Looks like there isn't. It's from, I don't want to say your last name. It's M. Tupper Lakes, New York? I hope I'm right. Did you put, there's no card or no letter or anything. Tupper Lake. It is Tupper Lake. This guy celebrated his 107th birthday. Oh my gosh. I know this wasn't what you sent this for me for. He was born in 1911. Oh my, what year is this from? 2019. Look at this guy. Good for him. I'm gonna have to read about him. Well, thank you to whoever sent this. They sent me this book, The Rain Girl, The Tragic Story of Jeanne Eagles. Uh-oh. I wonder what happened to her. I've never heard of her. Maybe someone did write this in the comments. I'm sorry, my memory, even though I'm somewhat still young. And if I laugh at any mortal thing, 'tis that I may not weep. How true. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe someone told me they were sending me this, or they may have been. This may be a. You may have sent me something before. Is it Mike? Matt? I feel so bad. Well, thank you. And I will have to read this, because I've never heard of this. I don't know. It's a mystery. So, thank you again to whoever sent this. I know I'll probably go back inside and see that it was from someone that sent me items before, and I'll feel really embarrassed. So excuse me if it was. But thank you. I'm definitely going to have to look into this and read this book, or just Google her and see what she's about. I'm sure that you told me again in the comments, but we'll have to see what the tragic story is. So thank you to all who have sent items. It is much appreciated, as always. You know, I try and respond to as many comments that I can. For those that have, you know, asked if I've gotten your package, I try and comment that I have. I will be getting to it. And for those that maybe say, hey, I've sent another box, you might have to give me a reminder, because my mind is always going, mostly about things that I probably shouldn't be concerned about. But between trying to plan for auctions, estate sales, and everything else in life, it gets a little foggy, and add my, you know, my full-time job into it. But anyway, I'm rambling again. So thank you all who have sent items. It is much appreciated for everything that you do send. I will be making more mail videos. I'll probably put some openings in some other videos. This way, you know, it's not a full half hour of me opening mail, though I know a lot of you do enjoy that. So yeah, some finds at the flea market, and then some finds in the mail. So thank you all. Thank you all again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Now that I'm back from my trip, I'll be posting more frequently. I will be posting more videos from my trip, so I hope that you enjoyed those. So thank you again for watching. Be sure to tell all your friends, like and subscribe. And until next time, have a great day, and I will see you all later.